you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like
touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Lions, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Packers 21, Lions 7. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On the return comes Cobb. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 12.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The kicker on 4th point
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with report?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On first down, Jones. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers! You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, And the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Shit. Hey, kill.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 153 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 35, Lions 21. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Goff on first down.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A little juke, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run it with Jones.
A giant hole up the middle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
223 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's now 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.